Hey guys, how's it going? Sojin here. So I'm actually here with a different video. I'm here with an updated 2022 Switch Game Collection video. Going to be basically going over my physical game collection. Now, when it comes to my physical game collection, I am going to be focusing on quality over quantity. So if you guys are looking for one of those type of videos where like, oh yeah, I got like 300 games or 1,000 games or whatever, then you're not in the right video, because in this video I probably have well over like 30 something games and that's it. I know to a lot of people that's not a lot. However, I am focusing more on the quality of my games, the games that I am going to be keeping for many years to come, probably for the rest of my life. Games that I find really hard to get rid of, games that I can see myself playing again and again in the future, especially on the channel over and over again, games that bring me endless joy. And let me tell you, with this new 2022 game collection that I have, it is getting much harder for me to actually make a decision whether or not if I want to get rid of any of these. In fact, I can say for sure 95% of these I want to keep for a very long time. So if you haven't already, go ahead and check out my other Switch game collection video. I don't remember if it was in 2020 or 2021. I will leave a link in the description below so you can check that out. And I will also leave a link to the playlist down below for my limited run games unboxing videos, so you can check those out because I will be also showing them off here. The point of this video is I am going to basically go over all my Switch games, tell you the story behind each one, my history with each game, and so on, and what these games mean to me. Before we get started, please go ahead and give this video a like. It only takes a few seconds to do so. It helps in more ways than you know. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell icon and all for all notifications so you can be notified when I go live and upload any type of videos. With that being said, I am going to go over pretty much all my games in alphabetical order. Some of them did come with receipts and codes. I'm not going to show those off, but I will be pulling up those receipts off camera to kind of show off where I bought these, and I'm going to try to remember exactly where I got all these games. So I'm pretty sure I remember every single one. Okay, so for starters, Bloodstained, Curse of the Moon 2. I apologize for the cramped space as I do not have a lot of space to work with here. But yeah, Bloodstained, Curse of the Moon 2. I purchased this game at a retro gaming shop. I do believe I traded in some stuff towards this game. I don't remember exactly how much it was. It was actually $44.85. I'm glad I kept the receipt here to remind myself of that. If it wasn't for my friend Dan, I wouldn't have thought about getting this game. And honestly, it reminds me a lot of the older Castlevania games. In fact, it's so much better. I actually really love this game. It's a lot of fun. It's easier than the older Castlevania games. Definitely not easy per se. It's still a challenging game. But it allows you to play up to 2 players to make it a little easier and more fun to play. It is a bit challenging, but I gotta say, it is so much fun. My friend Dan told me that the second one is easier to find and much cheaper, at least at the time that I bought it. This game is a lot of fun, and let me go ahead and show you the inside. So I'm not gonna go through the entire thing. Like I said, you can check out my unboxing video in the description below from the playlist I'll be leaving. But yeah, it comes with a booklet, which is really nice. That's the back of it. It's kind of plain. I do love the fact that Limited Run basically put this reverse art on the inside, which is really cool. Here's the cartridge itself. This game is so much fun, and like I said, if it wasn't for my friend Dan, I probably wouldn't even own this game, and I'm glad I decided to pick this up. Next up, I have here is the Castlevania Anniversary Collection from Limited Run. I'm actually really happy to have this game. Again, I left a link in the description below for you guys to check out all my unboxing videos. I unboxed this on the channel not that long ago, and sometime last year, I believe. I am overall very happy with this collection. Like, this collection contains a lot more games than this on the cartridge itself. No additional download required or anything. I'm talking all the Castlevania games for the Super Nintendo, NES, and Game Boy. Castlevania, Castlevania Simon's Quest, Dracula's Curse, Super Castlevania 4, which is my top favorite, Castlevania Bloodlines, which is also a really, really good game, Kid Dracula, which my friend Dan said he always played and is also a lot of fun. Then, of course, Belmont's Revenge, Castlevania Adventure, and that's not even covering it all. Like I said, there are other games on here too, Japanese versions, and so on. Yeah, let's go ahead and show the inside real quick. That's the inside right there. That's pretty cool, and I love the cartridge as well. Just going to show a little bit of the inside of the booklet, not too much. But when it comes to Castlevania, I grew up with Super Castlevania 4. Super Castlevania 4, I have early memories of the game when I was a child. I grew up with the game. I played it a lot when my dad used to own it on our old Super Nintendo that we used to own. Back when I was like 5 or 6 years old, I can't remember. Either way, I was a child, and I couldn't even get past the first level, but yet it's so memorable, and I'm glad I was able to finally revisit this game years later, and finally was able to beat this game in my adult years. But yeah, still very nostalgic. My dad used to play this game all the time. And when it comes to the limited run games, I do have my limited run cards here. I guess I'll show those off real quick before I decide to continue showing off the games, if I'm able to here. But I do have some limited run cards here. Some of them are just generic ones I got from my local retro gaming shop. Of course, I have the Scott Pilgrim one here, which I'll go over later. The Zombies Ate My Neighbor one, which I'll go over later as well. And then on the back, the Castlevania Anniversary Collection one. So those are all the limited run game cards I have. Next up, Chrono Cross. Chrono Cross The Radical Dreamers Edition. I did an unboxing video on the channel with this recently, alongside with Camy's Switch Sports game, which I'll be going over her collection right after I'm done with these. This game I never actually got to play growing up. I always heard about it, I always saw friends playing it, but I never actually got around to playing this game because I never actually owned an original PS1 when growing up. I didn't actually own anything Sony related until my later teen years when I finally got a PS2. And by then, I was already playing like newer games at the time, and I didn't even think to play this one. But I finally got it because I really wanted to play this game. It is a lot of fun. I love the story. My only issue is it is a pretty bad port, in my opinion. It needs to be patched. There are some issues that they need to address. As of right now, it looks like this is only available in other countries, physical, I think Asia and Europe, I believe. Please correct me in the comments. But yeah, when I open this up, it's like, there's nothing inside. It's just boring. They didn't put any effort into it. Even the cartridge itself looks kind of boring. I don't know. I feel like this was a lazy port. They could have done better. But I am having fun with the game. It is a lot of fun. I will admit that. They do need to release some patches to fix some issues with this game, for sure. I originally tried pre-ordering this game on PlayAsia. However, because my bank is not used to me making purchases on foreign websites, basically I got my account flagged for possible fraudulent activity. I couldn't even go and eat out at my local restaurant. And at that point, I was frustrated, so I said, wow, I can't believe it. And then I tried pre-ordering it a second time. They kept notifying me that it was going to be delayed over and over again. Went to my retro gaming shop and they had the game there. So I immediately pulled out my phone, canceled the pre-order, and I just bought it directly from them. Because I literally paid about $62 or so, which is about $40-something for the game. And then like the rest of that was towards shipping, which is ridiculous, but it is overseas. And they were selling it at my local gaming shop for about $56.85. So yeah, I had to do it. I had to cancel the pre-order, and I just got it at my local gaming shop. They got it way faster. But yeah, I don't know. I really hope someone on Etsy ends up making a better alternative, reversible art cover type of thing for this game. Show it the proper love. I will definitely buy that. So But yeah, that's Chrono Cross. Got nothing else to say about it except if you haven't played it yet or if you're nostalgic for it, definitely pick it up. Next up I have here Clubhouse Games. 51 worldwide classics. I do gotta say, this game is worth having in your collection. As far as a pick it up type of game to play up to 4 players with any of your friends or family members, it is definitely worth it. I will have to say though, however, you do not have full access to all 51 games with just one Switch. You need other people to have the game itself in order to be able to have access to more of the games. Some games are only 2 players, some games are only 3 players, and some games are only 4 players. It's strange. But other than that, it's definitely something I highly recommend for you to pick up in your collection. I personally wanted the physical edition. It just looks really cool. I like the inside reversible art cover. Looks very cute, especially the little piggy. I convinced my friend Dan to pick up a copy of his own, including my wife Camy to get her own copy too. So we could all have access to these games, and let me tell you, it is worth it. Even my friend Kyle got the game, so this is one of those I highly, highly recommend, especially if you can find it at a good price on a good sale. If you can get on the eShop, get on the eShop. I don't know, I'm a physical game collector. I love having this. This is really cool. Next up I have here is Colors Live. I did also a kind of recent video several months back. Again, link will be in the description for all my unboxing videos. You can check that out. It's not much of an unboxing video, but it is pretty cool. If you're an artist or an aspiring artist, or if you just like to doodle and you want to get better at drawing, I highly recommend picking this up. I don't remember exactly how much I purchased this for, but I did purchase it on Amazon for about $45 or so. It was on sale, and it came with this pen here, which is basically one of those sonar pens that you plug into your Nintendo Switch's headphone jack, and it just uses haptic feedback, like sound or so, with the volume all the way up, and it is actually pretty accurate. It senses how hard you are pressing on the screen and how light you are, depending on the different types of shading you want to do. It is crazy accurate. Compared to all the expensive Wacom tablets out there, including the expensive Apple pens, this is a pretty cool alternative. I would not recommend buying this digitally and then the pen itself separately, as it can add up to about $60+ for both separately, but if you get the package deal with them 2-in-1, it is much better. I also keep my extra pen tip in here as I have nowhere else to put it. There is a cartridge, another disappointment on the inside. There's no reversible art. I'm kind of upset about that, but oh well. Either way, it's really cool to have. I do plan on eventually recreating my character on the channel and several other characters, like my wife's character and other people's characters and so on, but only when I get better at drawing, so that's going to take me some time. Anyway, next up I have here is Destroy All Humans. I freaking love this game. And I grew up with playing all the Destroy All Humans games on the PS2. And let me tell you, as soon as I heard that it was coming out on the Switch, I immediately got rid of my PS4 version to get this game. I know a lot of you are thinking, oh, why would you do that? That's pretty crazy. I don't know, I like having Switch games. It's one of those things that I love this game, and it actually runs really well on the Switch. Of course, no reversible art cover, just the internal manual type thing. I don't know, it's kind of boring. But other than that, the game actually runs really, really well on the Switch. It is running on Unreal Engine, I think Unreal Engine 4, I don't remember. But it looks really, really good. A lot better than the original PS2. And the only thing that kind of lags are the pre-rendered cutscenes that look like PS3 graphics. Other than that, it runs smoothly. There is like no lag at all. As far as I know, I did not experience any lag on this game whatsoever. I highly recommend picking this up right now, as it is on sale at Walmart for like $20 currently. Destroy All Humans I purchased at a local game shop, same local game shop I usually go to, for like $36.85. Again, I grew up with this game. Me and my dad used to play this all the time. He loves this game, I love this game. This game's great, I'm nostalgic for it, so yeah, there's that. Next up is Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. New funky mode. included. Anyway, with Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, this game, pretty self-explanatory. This game is a lot of fun. I do believe that this is the Wii U remake. Please correct me in the comments below if I'm not wrong about that. But this game's a lot of fun. I used to play, not that game in particular, but the Donkey Kong game before that on the Wii with a friend of mine. I kind of missed out on this game for the Wii U because I never actually owned a Wii U. But as soon as I found out that my friend Dan had it and he said it was on a Switch, I had to get my hands on it. This game's a lot of fun. It is multiplayer, up to 2 players. My only problem with the game, of course, is that if your other friend, like Dan, my friend, tends to want to speed run through it and you're not able to catch up with him and you're not as skillful as he is, guess what? You're going to end up falling behind and dying a lot. So this game can be quite aggravating and annoying with 2 players. However, it is a lot of fun, especially if you play it by yourself. The experience is just great. The graphics are really, really nice, especially for the Switch. And honestly, no lag at all. Like, this game runs really, really smoothly, and I love this game. My earliest Donkey Kong game that I grew up with was Donkey Kong on the Super Nintendo. I think it was Donkey Kong Country. So yeah, I have a history with Donkey Kong games, and I'm glad I get to finally play this game on the Switch. I've had it for a while. I originally got it at the retro gaming shop that I normally go to, and I got it for about $46.85, but that was through a trade-in. Most of the games I got were from trade-ins. I didn't pay anything towards this game, so yeah, I technically got it for free after trading in some games. So we'll take a look at the inside. The inside is not much. It has the reversible arch with Funky Kong, which is kind of cool, and there's the cartridge. Not much else to look at, but it is really, really cool. But yeah, there is Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. If you can find this for a good deal, get it. Next game I have here is Dragon Quest XI's Echoes of an Elusive Age Definitive Edition. That is a very long freaking title. But anyway, I poured in over 88 plus hours into this game for my first ever playthrough when I first got this game several years back. I think about 2 or so years ago. I gotta say, it is definitely worth the purchase, let me tell you. This game I did purchase from my local retro game shop. I don't remember exactly how much I got it for. I don't have the receipt for some reason. But other than that, I do believe it was around like $40-something, give or take. I got it brand new sealed. It's an amazing game. Like, if you have not played any of the Dragon Quest games, I highly recommend playing this one. I gotta say, this is my first ever Dragon Quest game I've ever played. And I'm not even lying here. I've never played any of the previous Dragon Quest games. And as soon as I got into this game, I fell in love with all the characters. It is literally 90% fully voiced cutscenes. Maybe 10% of the time you're reading dialogue here and there when you're going throughout the game. That is unavoidable. But I gotta say, this game is amazing. And what is really cool and interesting is you can basically play it in the 3D mode, or you can go to old-fashioned 2D mode. I don't know why you would do that, but by all means, be my guest if that's a thing you like to do. That's more for somebody who already beat it in the 3D mode and wants to quickly play it again, but in 2D mode. It is a really weird alternative experience. It is definitely completely different. It's almost like 2 games in one. Alright, so we'll take a look at the inside. Not much to really look at. It's just a close-up of his legs and sword. But, I mean, at least it's a reversible art cover if you really want to do that. It looks kind of cool. And there's the cartridge itself. Highly recommend this game. Like I said, if you're a Dragon Quest fan, pick it up if you haven't played it already. Or, if you haven't played any Dragon Quest games, this is the one to get. Let me tell you. If you love Breath of the Wild, or just basically an open world type of RPG type game, it's not 100% open world. I mean, you can freely explore and go to different places, but if you like those old RPGs and with a new aesthetic, it's really, really cool. 100% worth it. Like I said, I poured 88 hours into it, and I kind of had to stop myself because I would have kept going. But yeah, I eventually plan to play this again on the channel someday in the future, in the near future, hopefully sometime this year, because I am dying to play this game again and introduce my wife Camy to this game. I freaking love this game. Next up, I have here Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy VIII Remastered Twin Pack. I do believe the physical edition came out in the US. I don't remember if it did or not. I think it did. This is the European version, but they both basically are the same. And yeah, it's self-explanatory. It comes with the original Final Fantasy VII, including Final Fantasy VIII Remastered. Final Fantasy VIII Remastered actually looks really good. I haven't actually got myself to playing this version of it to completion just yet. I recently just started it, but I have played the original Final Fantasy VII to completion on here. Both are actually on the cartridge. So when you put the cartridge in the Switch, they will both show up simultaneously, back to back, on your Switch menu as actual physical games. There is no download code needed or anything like that. It's really cool. I highly recommend picking this up if you're able to. And not much to see inside. It did come with a Square Enix members code type of thing, but I'm not going to show that. I did get this for about $56.85 at the retro gaming shop that I always go to. However, I did not spend a single penny on this because I did a trade-in and basically got the game for free. Like, not really free, but I traded some games for it. So there's that. If you grew up with Final Fantasy VII and this is something that you would like to play, especially Final Fantasy VIII or both, you know, I highly recommend this. My only gripe is that I really wish they made a Final Fantasy VII remaster in the same way that they made a Final Fantasy VIII remaster, but we did get the Final Fantasy VII remake, so I can't really complain there. But yeah, I always saw a friend of mine back when I was 7 years old, a friend of mine that I met through my dad, who was a bit older than me. He was a teenager, and he played this game all the time, and I sat there for hours just watching him play. That was something that I grew up with. I never actually played it as a child. Every time I tried to bring myself to play it throughout the years as a teenager, I could never really finish the game. And finally, in literally earlier this year, I actually brought myself to finally beating Final Fantasy VII for the first time ever on the Switch. It's really cool. It's really nice. It's got special features that the older game does not have, so you definitely should check it out. I highly recommend picking this up before this is harder to find and the price jacks up. I don't know. If someone on Etsy was able to come up with custom Switch labels to make it look even better and actually put, like, you know, the characters or whatever on there, I would buy those up immediately, especially for this game. Next I have here Jump Force Deluxe Edition. Now I know what a lot of you are thinking. Why Jump Force? Jump Force is a bad game. Oh god, it's horrible. Why do you own this game? Let me tell you, this game is not as bad as people say it is. It's not a great game, but let me tell you, it is not bad. It is not terrible. As far as the competitive scene, yes, the game can be very, very atrocious. But as far as a game that you pick up and play with some friends casually and have some fun, it can be one-sided at some points, but it's one of those games that you can pick it up and you can play with any old friend, and if you're both bad at it, it's pretty fun. Not gonna lie, I picked this up from a guy from, like, a marketplace, like a local marketplace online. I'm not gonna say the name of it, but I got this game from him for like $15, the physical edition. It's the deluxe edition that comes with the first DLC pass. When I heard that they were going to take this game down and all DLC down sometime this year, I don't know if they did it already, I immediately decided to buy all the DLC. Yes, I know, boo, whatever, please don't unsubscribe for that. But yeah, I bought all the DLC, and I gotta say, I don't regret it. I actually don't regret the purchase. I didn't get the game for much off the guy. There's the cartridge. Like I said, I got this for a reason. I knew this game was going to be taken down from the store shelves, and the DLCs, including the digital game itself, is going to be taken down from the eShop, unless it has been already. I do not know. I haven't been checking recently. But all I know is this game is going to be hard to find, and it's going to jack up in price because of the fact that they lost the licensing due to the different shonen anime characters. That's the issue with licensing versus contracts. So, yeah. If you can find it for a pretty decent deal, and if you're just a collector, if you don't even play it, just pick it up anyway. I have a feeling this is going to go up in price. Next I have here Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memories. Recently, I actually saw this on sale for about $20 something on the Best Buy website. I highly recommend getting this game before it's harder to find. If you're into music games where you basically press the buttons to the tunes of the music, kind of like Guitar Hero or pretty much any type of melody game, I highly recommend picking this game up, especially with it being on sale right now when I upload this video, just saying. But I don't know how long those sales are going to be for, so please do not come at me in the comments if the sales are not up anymore. I definitely enjoyed the crap out of this game. I still enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. I have beaten it on the standard mode, and I unlocked all the songs, including the secret songs. I basically 100% this game on the normal mode. I more recently restarted the game on my own, playing it in the hardest mode. It is pretty freaking difficult, but I'm having so much fun with this game. This game has so much replayability. It can be challenging and a little disorienting with some of the characters and some of the heartless jumping at you and everything. It is different than other music-related games like this. However, I gotta say, it is a lot of fun. You can play with other players online and locally. It is fun. This game, I originally got it for $54.85. Again, trading credit didn't really pay for this at all. It also came with a Square Enix members code or something that I'm not going to show off there. I took it off. I am a little disappointed though. It is a Kingdom Hearts game and it doesn't even have a reverse art. Just a wall of text that you're probably not going to read. But here's the cartridge itself. Pretty simple for a Kingdom Hearts type of game. Kind of gives me some hope to see Kingdom Hearts games come to the Switch definitively in the future. Highly doubt it at the moment with the stupid cloud versions of the games, but we'll see when it comes to the next-gen console. My first ever exposure to Kingdom Hearts was back when I was a teenager. I was 13 years old when I had a PS2, and I used to play this game all the time. I freaking love Kingdom Hearts, the entire series in general. I've literally played every single game thus far over and over again over the many years, and I just love the series as a whole. I love music games, so yeah, this is going to stay in my collection. Next up I have here is Kirby and the Forgotten Land. I'm actually currently playing this on the channel right now, as far as when this video is uploaded. I went on a hiatus and decided to pause playing it for a while. I will be jumping back into playing it sooner or later, but with that being said, yeah, I picked this up as soon as this came out. This game is so much freaking fun. You can play up to 2 players. It's just so much fun. Like, I can't really say much else about it. Like, look at the inside. It just looks so cool. Freaking love that cart. The car's so cool. Look at the feeties. The freaking little feeties right there. Look at that shit. Alright, anyway. Other than that, it looks really nice. It's a fun game. I can't really say much else except that I've been wanting a game like this for a long time, as far as Kirby-wise. My earliest exposure to Kirby games was back when I owned a Game Boy Advance and a Game Boy Color, so yeah, I grew up with Kirby games. Like, Kirby games are so much fun, and this is definitely on my top tier list of Kirby games. I pretty much got this game for about $56.85 at my local retro gaming shop. Did a trade-in, so I think I only paid a difference of $13.38, which isn't bad at all. I definitely recommend this game. If you love Mario Odyssey type games, it may not be as fully explorable as Mario Odyssey levels, but still a very fun adventure game. I highly recommend this. This is honestly, in my opinion, better than Kirby Star Allies. I really love this game. Speaking of Kirby Star Allies, oh shit, I didn't see you there. I love you. Anyway, Kirby Star Allies. It's actually a really fun game. It's another really good Kirby game. Except, compared to the other one, this one you could play up to 4 players. What's really cool is you can actually help each other throughout the levels a lot better than Kirby and the Forgotten Land does, in my opinion. So this actually does a better job. The only difference is, of course, is that this game's more side-scrolling types. If side-scrolling games are not your thing, you may not enjoy this as much, but this game is so much fun. It is a lot shorter than Kirby and the Forgotten Land. However, it is fun. It's an easy to pick up game to play with some friends or on your own at any given time. I got this for about like $54.85. minus 42 in credit or so. I only paid about $16.42 as a difference. That is not bad at all, actually. I completely forgot that. Anyway, let's go and check out the inside. Pretty simple. I noticed that most of these Nintendo games nowadays are just not coming with booklets, and kind of disappointed at that. But other than that, at least they gave us the inside art, which is really cool. Looks cute. Shows the controls there, and there's the cartridge itself. It's pretty much boring looking. Other than that, I highly recommend getting this game too. It is so much fun. Next game, Mario Kart Deluxe 8, or Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It don't matter how you say it, I don't care. Anyway, I should have gotten this game a lot sooner than I actually did, in my opinion. I don't know. I took a bit too long to get this game. This game was always on the back of my mind. I knew I was going to eventually get this game, I just didn't get around to it, and then when the new DLCs dropped with the Nintendo Switch Online package, I knew I had to get this game. Of course, up to 4 players, this game, if y'all don't know about Mario Kart 8, look it up. I ain't gonna tell you much about it, but this game is it's just great. It's beautiful. I freaking love it. It looks amazing. Runs really, really well on the Switch, and online play is actually really good. I don't really experience lag ever. So it doesn't matter if one of the people you're playing with has worse internet than you. It doesn't really affect the gameplay at all when you're playing online with some friends. So I highly recommend this. Pick it up while you still can. This game is a lot of fun. I used to play Mario Kart as early as the GameCube. I never played the Mario Kart games any earlier than that on the N64, but I have played Mario Kart games as early as the GameCube. I've always had fun with every single one of them, and I gotta say, this is definitely the best one yet, especially with the DLCs. Pick it up. So I got this also at the local retro gaming shop. Pretty much all the games I've been mentioning so far, I got at the local retro gaming shop. About $56.85 after applying credit. I think I only had to pay 85 cents for this game. Yeah. Really cool. Here we go. Got some nostalgia for you guys. And I also got a little mini horror story behind getting this game for the Switch as well. So we're gonna go with the good and then the bad, and then get back to the good, if that makes sense. So, Mega Man 0/ZX Collection. Literally all of these 6 games are in the one cartridge. Like, no additional download needed. I'm not even lying. This is really cool. And for a while, I couldn't find this game. And when I found it, it was on Amazon for like a crazy amount of money. I found it, unfortunately, locally, brand new, quote-unquote brand new, for $26.74 at GameStop. GameStop. Oh god, had some indigestion just thinking about GameStop. Before I talk about the negative parts of this, I used to play Mega Man Zero games all the time when I used to own a Game Boy Advance back when I was 13 or 12 years old. I can't remember. I was a teenager. That old Game Boy Advance I don't have anymore, but I do currently have a newer Game Boy Advance that I modded. You can check out that video in the description if I remember to put it in there. If I don't, you could just look it up on my channel. It's a modded aluminum Game Boy Advance that I have currently. I also have a Game Boy Advance SP as well. But yeah, either way, I grew up with the Game Boy Advance, and I pretty much played several of those Game Boy Advance games. Not all of them, though. I never finished the games. And the DS versions, which is the ZX and ZX Advent, I also used to play those games. Those games were very hard, let me just tell you. But with this Legacy Collection, it makes them actually more fun to play. There is a new casual mode for people like me who find platforming games like this to be almost impossible for me. But yeah, in casual mode, it is still hard. But I can actually play the game and actually enjoy it and actually beat it, because they have these save states or whatever that they added to the games now that make it more tolerable to play. Let me tell you, I've been enjoying this like crazy. I am now on the 4th game. I've beaten the first 3 already, so I'm currently on the 4th game. I just recently started the ZX one because I couldn't wait on that one. I've been having so much fun with this. The inside is very boring. Cartridge is not so bad. Now onto the horror story. This game right now probably goes for like $40+. I can't remember. Amazon was selling it for definitely way more than GameStop was selling it for. GameStop was selling this for about like $25, $24.99 before taxes for a brand new price. I say brand new price with the quotes because when I brought this game up to the lady, she pulled it out of an envelope, put the game inside of the case, and then she put a sticker on the binder here to seal it, quote unquote. And I said, that game's been labeled as brand new. What's going on here? And she's like, and I'm like, it's supposed to be sealed. And she's like, it is sealed. I sealed it. Legit looked at my face and said, it is sealed. I sealed it. I was originally going to make a rant video about this, but then I decided not to. And I figured I'd talk about it now in this type of video. I'm not going to spend too much time belaboring the point or talking too much about it, but I don't like GameStop. That one experience just made me realize they will never change. They're always going to be the same and be stupid about it. That sticker, you can even ask my friend Dan or even my wife Camy, but yeah, I spent a good 30 minutes while he was visiting me. My friend Dan was visiting me at the time. I spent a good 30 minutes just rubbing this thing with rubbing alcohol, trying to get the residue off, and I couldn't do it. So eventually I just took a crummier game that I was going to trade away anyway and swapped the better case with this one, so it looks much nicer. Yeah, it's almost like you can never tell. But other than that, if you could find this for a good deal, I highly recommend it. If you're a Game Boy Advance lover like I am, and you love the old Mega Man games, I definitely recommend this. I cannot recommend it enough. It is definitely worth the purchase if you can find it for a good deal. Next, I have Metroid Dread. I actually poured in a good amount of hours into this game, and I actually beat it on the normal mode, not hard mode. I'm not crazy enough to do that just yet, but either way. Metroid Dread here I got for about $56.85 at the local retro game shop I always go to. Support your local retro game shops, especially if they give you good deals on your trades, and especially if they treat you like family and give you good deals. Stop going to GameStop. Just stop it. Stop it, you. I see you. You going to GameStop right now, aren't you? You're thinking about doing that and about to click off the video. Don't do it. Stop it. Anyway. Regardless, this game's a lot of fun. In fact, when it comes to side-scrolling, old-fashioned Metroid games, I was never really a huge fan of them until Metroid Zero when that came out. That game was a lot of fun. And to be fair, this game was even better than Metroid Zero. Like, I couldn't put this game down. I kept playing it every single day till I beat this game to completion. I love this game. This game's a lot of fun. I see myself playing it over and over again. It's got a great, interesting show, don't tell story. And then eventually, story starts hitting real hardcore as you get further in the game. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I also love this. This is really cool looking. Cartridge is not much to look at, but definitely pick it up. Give the game a chance. It's a lot of fun. And as far as Metroid games, I never really played any other Metroid games other than the Metroid games on the Game Boy Advance and Metroid Prime for the GameCube. This is definitely a throwback to Metroid Fusion in my opinion, but with updated graphics. It kind of gives me a Metroid Prime type of feel without the 3D experience of that, but I don't know how to explain it. It's still really cool. It's side-scrolling, it's fun. If you like Metroidvania games, pick it up. Next up, I have Minecraft. And I'm actually okay with having this on the Switch, not gonna lie. It's not the greatest port out there, but I mean, let me tell you, it's still a lot of fun. I like the fact that I'm able to take this and play it on the go, on the Switch, anywhere. I can connect to the internet and just basically access my realms anywhere. It's just so much fun. I actually love having this on the Switch. You, of course, could play up to 4 players. If you don't know much about Minecraft, pick it up. It's worth a try. For the Switch, I got it for about $30.73. It's worth picking up. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Let's just say I got over almost 200 plus hours on this game, probably close to 300 hours. We don't talk about that. It's not like I got freaking 3 seasons of Minecraft on my YouTube channel currently, and season 4 is coming around soon because of the new update hitting. Just throwing that out there. Other than that, yeah, Minecraft is so much freaking fun. earliest memory I have of playing Minecraft is in the beta days, like over a decade or so ago. Whenever this game first came out, I heard about it, and then when it finally got like the minor cave updates where you could see bats and stuff, and then the first time ever Nether update and villagers update and so on, when the villagers first became a thing, around that time, that's when I first got introduced to this game back then on the PC. I have so many memories with this game, and I finally started taking it 100% seriously and started playing it hardcore with my wife Camy when I met her more than 4 years ago. It feels like it was yesterday, guys. I love her. Anyway, pick this up if you can. It's a really good game. Next up, I have Okami. Yes, Okami HD. This is the Japanese port. Unfortunately, when it comes to the physical edition of the game, it is only available in Japan. I did pick this up originally on Amazon for about $25. Several years ago, when this was first shown on Amazon for such a low price, I was lucky enough to get it back then. As of right now, I've seen it at my local retro gaming shop and other places for $45+. If you are a hardcore Okami gamer or Okami lover like I am, like I love Okami so much that I can play this game again and again till the day I freaking die, like, get the game physical. It is worth every penny. You can get it locally in the US, however, digital only, but physical wise, you can get the Japanese version online for about $40+ now. I don't know how much it's going for at the moment when the video is uploaded, so don't take my word for it. You look it up yourself. Get it while you still can before it becomes impossible to find at good prices and before it starts skyrocketing in price. This game is just gorgeous. I love this game. I'm currently playing it on the channel with my wife Camy. Definitely check out that playthrough in the description below. I'll leave the playlist. We are currently playing this game and having so much fun with it. We are voicing all the characters and it's just a good old time. It's goofy fun. I'm telling you, like, we're making people laugh. We're making ourselves laugh. It's a wonderful experience. You guys should check it out. We're definitely not professional voice actors, but we are trying our best to keep people entertained. It did come with this little booklet here. It's not really a booklet per se, but it is, yeah, just a 2-page thing. It's still really cool that it comes with that. And there is the reverse art. I really do like that. It is cool. However, I do prefer this one out here. I will also point out it is kind of coming undone at the moment. My friend Dan printed this out for me. It is basically a custom side binder thing. I don't know what to call it, but it basically covers the red strip that you see on the side of your Switch games and gives it some life and color. So from a distance, without even having to go up to it and read it, I can just look at it from 10+ feet away and I can immediately tell that this is Okami from the looks of that. It's in English, of course, from what it's printed. I do really love this game, even with the Japanese cover. It looks awesome. And there's the cartridge itself. My earliest exposure to this game was back in high school, or at least late high school / after I finished high school, where I was at a friend of mine's house where she introduced me to Okami for the first time ever on the PS2. I never knew about the game. If you love Zelda, like Zelda Ocarina of Time, or, you know, basically a game like that, you're gonna love this game. It's just beautiful. Check out our playthrough, like I said, in the description below. Yeah, if it wasn't for that friend of mine, I would have never found out about this game. And this was one of the ones that I will say it is an all-time classic. Like, I will never get rid of this game. Let me just tell you that right now. Pick it up while you can. This game is amazing. Keep in mind, when I was playing this game at that friend's house, I didn't own the game. I only played her copy of the game on her PS2. Then years later, when I finally got myself a Nintendo Wii, which originally was really hard to find at one point, I basically picked up a copy of this game on the Wii, and then it was over from there. I just played it over and over and over again. And eventually I got the game now on the Switch, several years back, of course. I could literally do a whole video about this game, but I probably won't. Anyway, moving on. Next up is Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. I actually picked up this game instead of Let's Go Pikachu, only because when I saw this at Walmart, I noticed that there were more copies of this game available at Walmarts and Targets everywhere I went versus the Let's Go Pikachu games. Basically, people were buying up the Let's Go Pikachu games more than this game. That basically told me one thing: because this game is not selling as much as the Let's Go Pikachu version, I have a feeling someday this game is going to be highly sought after and it's going to go up in price. Also, it's a Gen 1 remake, and I said, you know what, let me try it. I actually had a lot of fun with this game, and I eventually plan on playing this on the channel someday. Someday in the future, hopefully soon, we'll see. I gotta beat the current 4 games I have and catch up with some other games I want to play. And I gotta say, I had a lot of fun with this game, and I plan on playing it again and again in the future. It definitely isn't Pokemon Fire Red, which in my opinion, Pokemon Fire Red is the best Gen 1 remake in my opinion, but it's still a lot of fun. I love this game so very much. I can actually see myself playing it again and again and again, and I plan to. I got this at Walmart for about $53.44. Definitely plan on keeping it. I plan to purchase a more retro looking case on Etsy that'll make it look like the original Game Boy. I do love this game that much. Here's the inside, the Kanto region. Here's the cartridge itself. And then Mewtwo at the bottom. Articuno on the left side. Gyarados there. You'll notice all the different Pokemon. It's a really, really cool thing to look at on the inside. You'll notice more and more Pokemon as you look throughout. Highly recommend getting this if you're able to. In fact, my very first Pokemon game was Pokemon Red. I actually used to own a Game Boy Color back when I was a kid. I think I was around 6 or 7 years old. My dad showed up with a Game Boy Color for my birthday with a copy of Tetris, and guess what? A copy of Pokemon Red. I was super, super happy to have that. I poured in so many hours into that original game. This is basically Pokemon Yellow remake, so it's the best of both worlds. I eventually got Pokemon Yellow down the road, and then it was history with my Pokemon games. But yeah, definitely worth it. Pick it up. Next up, I got here Pokemon Shield. This is a retro-looking art cover here. I don't remember who sold it on Etsy. I'll try to leave a link in the description if I remember to. This is basically the original style, original Game Boy type of style cover right here, and that's why I had to have it. It just looks so retro. Even that E for everyone, like, oh, I love it so much. The back, not much different compared to the other one, but I pretty much have it over the old cover, as you can see. Here's the inside. With the inside, this is the original cover because it's a reversible art cover. Unfortunately, with this custom cover, it only has this on the outside and it's blank white on the other side. So I figured I'd put it on top of the original one, and it looks really good. There's the cartridge itself, nothing special to look at. I did play this on the channel, definitely check that out in the description below. I'll try to leave playlists for everything if I remember to. I apologize if I don't do it, or you can just look up on my playlists and just find it through there. Camy and I did play this game on the channel. I need to revisit this game so I can go ahead and finish playing the DLCs for the game, because I still haven't finished those, but I have finished the main storyline. So definitely check that playlist out. We basically did what we're doing with Okami. We voiced the characters. It was a lot of fun, a lot of laughs, and I love the game. I see myself playing it again and again. I actually got this from my friend Kyle when I originally got the Nintendo Switch from him. Originally, he used to own the Nintendo Switch that I currently own, and I purchased it from him. I paid him about $20 for this game, and that's how I own it to this day. Next up, I have Pokemon Shining Pearl. Pokemon Shining Pearl I also recently got from my friend Kyle. We were at the local retro gaming shop. He had some credit, but he wanted to get himself a Pro Controller, and I told him, how about this? I'll basically pay the difference to help you get the Pro Controller and give you a little extra money. Which was about $25 total that I spent on my part. He gave me the game because they were offering him about $20 store credit for this. I said, dude, it's a $15 difference. I'll give you $10. That's $25 total. I'll take the game off your hands. He took the deal, and now I got the game. Oddly enough, I am really enjoying this remake. Originally, I didn't like these DS games. I never actually played them until years after they came out, when I finally brought myself to playing Pokemon Platinum. And Pokemon Platinum, let me tell you, is the better of the three. However, this is not Pokemon Platinum. This is just a remake of Pearl. and the other one being a remake of Diamond. There is no Distortion World, there is no Giratina, unfortunately. Here's the inside. Again, I love how Pokemon games do this, where they have the reverse art cover, and it just shows off the entire map of the region. I love that so much. The cartridge also looks really cool. But a lot of people were not happy with the chibi look of the characters, the way they look in the overworld. However, I've grown to actually like it. I think it's kind of cute. My wife loves it. She thinks it's adorable. I don't mind it at all. It's a lot of fun. I'm actually having a lot more fun with this than I originally have. They fixed the whole HM slave thing, where now you can basically pick TMs. If y'all don't know what that means in Pokemon terms, don't worry about it. That's fine. But either way, it's just, there's a lot of updated features in this game that make it worth playing the remake. I highly recommend it if you haven't played it already or haven't considered. It is a lot better than I expected. Normally it's going for about, like, I think around $45+ used. Brand new, you're going to be spending more than $50, but it's still kind of new. I definitely recommend picking it up if you haven't already. Like I said, it's a lot of fun, but when this first came out on the DS, I didn't want to have anything to do with it back then, but in later years, I've grown to love this series, and the Switch port of this game is actually a lot better than I expected. It is definitely better than the original game, if you can overlook the chibi characters, but I actually kind of like them. Moving on. Next up I have Sakuna. Sakuna of Rice and Rain. So for a while I actually had my eyes on this game for a pretty long time. I don't know, I couldn't bring myself to getting it multiple times. There were times I'm like, I'm gonna get this game, and then I just didn't get the game. And I finally recently got this game, and I'm really happy with my decision. I have a little bit of mixed feelings with some things about the game, but it doesn't take away from the experience. This game is basically this cute little game where you play as a little girl who is a goddess. It's not really much of a spoiler, it happens at the beginning of the game. If you don't want to hear about it, then just mute me or skip ahead a little bit. She is responsible for accidentally letting in some humans into the world of the gods or goddesses and so on, and the humans end up eating pretty much the entire stockpile of food and drinks, beverages and all that were supposed to be an offering to the top goddess out of all of them. And because she was responsible for it, the top goddess is like, alright, you're banished, get out of here, get out of my sight, little child. You're gonna basically go to the Isle of Demons and shit, and that's where the game starts. It is a weird mix between two different games. I'm not even kidding, it's two games in one. It is a side-scrolling beat-em-up game, which is a lot of fun. And it's also a 3D farmer's game. I don't know how to explain it, but when it comes to the main area that you are living with the humans at, your home base, your goal is to plant crops and basically make food so that way you and the humans can survive. And it's one of those games that you're just gonna have to go back and basically beat up a bunch of enemies, collect resources, plant some stuff. If you love games like Stardew Valley, you're probably gonna love a game like this. It's a lot of fun. It isn't really multiplayer, but if you love side scrollers, that's kind of like a beat 'em up, and you like farmer games, you're gonna love this game. Let's go ahead and open it up. Here on the inside, you can see the reverse art. Really awesome. And I love the fact that this game comes with a full-on thick booklet. Yeah, awesome. Not gonna really show too much of the booklet. Don't want to show like each individual page. I did do an unboxing video on this. Most of these games I did an unboxing video of. You can check that out in the description in the playlist I left there. Here's the back where she's eating some food. And yeah, there's the cartridge itself. Nothing really to look at with the cartridge, but overall, beautiful looking game. It actually does have fully voiced cutscenes, surprisingly. I did recently see this at my retro gaming shop for about $20 to $25. So the game is not going for much at all right now as far as brand new. Pick it up while you can before it's hard to find. Next up I have the Best Buy edition of the limited run Samurai Jack Battle Through Time game. I actually did not do an unboxing video of this, so there is no video for that, but I will show it off here. I kind of missed out on the first edition of this game on limited run, but when I saw the Best Buy version of the game come out, I had to get it right away. I ordered it online. I don't remember exactly how much I paid for it, but here's the inside with the reverse art. It's pretty cool looking. Here is the booklet, if I can get it out safely here. You check out the booklet. I'll actually show off the different pages because I don't have an unboxing video of this. I'm really happy to have this game. It is actually a lot of fun. A friend of mine named Derpy told me that he didn't enjoy the game that much because of the fact that it offered you options to use weapons that would degrade over time, kind of similar to Breath of the Wild, where Zelda Breath of the Wild, where the weapons will degrade and break over time. Meanwhile, you have a samurai sword that never degrades and never breaks. So by default, you end up using the samurai sword like 90% of the time, if not 100% of the time. I know some people have an issue with that. Some people don't like the game. I personally love this game. This game is actually a lot of fun. Of course, here's the cartridge here. That was actually the original art cover for the first edition of this game. The second edition that was released to Best Buy is what you see here. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with this game. I actually plan on playing it again and again in the future. This game was a lot of fun. It's pretty much everything I wanted in a more modernized Samurai Jack game on the Switch. It's a lot of fun. I did not experience any lag. Like, it's a great game. Pick it up if you can find it. It's a lot of fun. If you like adventure games like Zelda and so on, you're gonna love this game. Next up I have here my Scott Pilgrim versus the World the Game. Oh man, it's been a while since I've actually opened this up. Yeah, in that playlist, I definitely have my unboxing video of this, where I thoroughly go through all the stuff, so it's gonna be kind of fun just revisiting all the old stuff in here. I usually keep the cartridges out of, I actually keep them in this binder here that can pretty much fit up to 60 games. There's a sticker of Link and sticker of Boxy Pixel. But yeah, I usually keep all my games in there. So for this video, I actually kind of went out of my way to take out all the receipts. I put all the games back in their cases, just to kind of show you the experience of what you're going to see for the first time if you were to pick up the game yourself. This is the classic edition. This took a pretty long freaking time for me to get. In that unboxing video, I kind of explain how long I waited for this game. It was pretty long, but it was worth the wait. I personally think this was one of those that was worth it. Alright, so I had to open that up off camera. It was a little tough to open it up, but yeah, here's the game itself. It did come with some plastic brackets in there that kind of held everything in place. That I'm kind of kicking myself for throwing those out, but oh well, it is what it is. But on the inside here, you got the CD, kind of like a little vinyl record. I kind of keep it in there. I did open it up so I can rip the music and put it on my computer. And here are the stickers in the back. I think that's pretty much it from behind there. And here is a full-blown map of the game that is very similar to Super Mario style maps. I do eventually plan on getting it framed, hanging it up on the wall when I eventually have the money to do so. Here's the game itself. This is a reverse art cover that makes him look like he's from Sonic Adventure. I really like it, so I kind of just reversed it. Here's the inside here, and you can see the original cover on the inside. Here's a fake concert ticket for Clash of the Demon Head. Even though it's not real, but it looks really, really cool. You can actually break that off if you want to, but as a collector, I wouldn't. Comes with a booklet that looks like a Super Nintendo style type of booklet. I really, really like this. This is really cool. Again, you can check out that video in that playlist. I pretty much go through all these contents more thoroughly. There's the game itself. My first exposure to this game was back in early high school when a friend of mine used to own an Xbox 360, and he got the game digitally on the Xbox. I knew about Scott Pilgrim, so I used to go to his house pretty much every day or every other day after school to play this game all the time. This is so much fun. It's so nostalgic for me. I am very, very happy to own this game again. And what's pretty cool is that this case that it comes in is pretty much like a Sega Genesis case. It is very durable. It's got a matted type of feel to it, and a reversible art cover that pretty much just looks like that on the other side. I like this side more for the outside cover. Other than that, I am super happy to have this as a part of my collection. I probably won't get rid of this for a very long time. I think I originally purchased this for 50 bucks. As of right now, people are selling this for like $100+, which, yeah, it's limited run games. It's gonna be up there in price. But definitely get yourself a copy of this if you can find this game. It's a lot of fun. Next up I have here Shantae, the Game Boy Color version of Shantae. I actually recently, like probably several weeks ago, not even, I recently made a unboxing video of this game. So yeah, definitely check out that video, and if you haven't already, I'll talk a little bit about it. It is literally Shantae for Game Boy Color, but on the Nintendo Switch. Not much else I can really say about it. I got this brand new at my local game shop, the Retro Game Shop, for only about $40 something, and currently right now this game sealed is going for about 60 bucks. Opened up, it's about $50 something, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, there's the inside. Not gonna really show off the booklet too much, but it's Game Boy Color style. I really love this. You can check out my unboxing, like I said, in the description in that playlist I'll leave there. There's a cartridge, reverse art is the map. If you love Shantae games and are nostalgic for old Game Boy Color games, I highly recommend picking this up, as the original Game Boy Color game is going for $700+. I'm not even freaking kidding. And the Game Boy Color edition of this game from Limited Run is going for $100+ because people are crazy with the aftermarket. However, the Switch version of the game is only going for about $60 or less, if you can find it at a good deal. I found this, like I said, for about $40 something at my local game shop. I highly recommend it if you haven't played the game already. I never got the chance to play the original Shantae game as a kid because, understandably, reasons, my mother would never let a boy like me play this game. Yeah, so with that being said, it is a lot of fun. It's a cute game. I highly recommend it if you haven't played the game already, and if you love Shantae. Next up is Stardew Valley. I also did a more recent unboxing video. What is this? Anyway, I got this game more recently at my local game shop again for about $36.85. After store credit, I only paid 75 cents for this game. I am super happy to have this game. It's from Fan Gamer. It was literally made by one guy. I forget his name. I'll try to put it up on the screen there. Shout out to that guy. Like, this game is so much fun. If you love games like Harvest Moon and you like more action-based dungeon crawling parts of the game as well, this game is definitely for you. This game is actually multiplayer. Don't believe Hondor's lies. Final Fantasy reference there, about it saying only one player back here. This game actually does have a co-op mode, and you can actually play online with your friends on one farm, up to 4 players. That is what I'm currently doing with my friend Kyle and with my friend Derpy, and we are having a blast. It's just so much fun with more people. It came with a code for 15% off the soundtrack of the game, including off the guidebook too on Fangamer. Highly recommend picking up this game right now. For $30 something, it is a great experience. Tell your friends about it. I assure you, it has co-op mode. You can play online with your friends. It is so much more fun to play with other people. So, can't really say much else except check out that unboxing video I made. Next up, I have my 2 copies of Super Mario 3D All-Stars. This is probably the only game I have where I actually have 1 copy sealed and 1 copy for myself. When this game first came out and was first announced and everything, I told myself, I am immediately getting this game. I pre-ordered this game on Walmart's website, and I pretty much got it the same morning it released in the mail. And then later on, when I found out that they were going to stop printing these games, I knew I had to pick up a second copy, sealed, future-proofing it, maybe use it as trade fodder in the future or sell it, I don't know. But I love this game that much because it comes with these 3 classics. My top 2 favorite being Mario Sunshine and Mario 64. Mario 64, of course, I am nostalgic for. I used to play that game all the time as a kid. And then revisiting, I realized how crappy the camera controls are and other things, but it's still fun to revisit the game. Don't get me wrong, these are definitely not great ports, because we won't go into the fact that Nintendo is using emulated ROMs, instead of actual original content on their cartridges. I'm just saying. But other than that, I'm having a lot of fun playing these, and I am currently playing Mario Sunshine on the channel. I kind of went on a little hiatus on that. I will be diving back into playing that to finish it on the channel. Having a lot of fun with it, replaying it again. This is one of those games that I told myself, as soon as Mario Sunshine comes on the Switch, I don't care if it's in a package or not, I am buying it. Like, immediately buying it day one, and that's exactly what I did. And I have the sealed copy. It is legit. It's hard to see, but the cartridge is in there. And here's my copy here. You can technically play up to 2 players, but that's kind of a lie. It's more for Mario Galaxy, where the second player can control, like, the star or whatever. That's pretty much it. Here's the inside. Let me tell you right now, this booklet does not come with the game. And I will explain why in a little bit. But here's the inside right here. Not much to look at. It's kind of cool. It's something to look at least, and it's really cool. I just don't like the blocky pattern, like weird checkerboard thing where there's this big block here and 2 small blocks here. It's just anyway. Other than that, and it's also fucking lopsided. Anyway, it is something to look at. I love this. I love that thing. Anyway, this here is a custom manual created by MBPUK on Etsy. Check them out. I did make a video about this a while back. I'll try to remember to leave a link in the description for this video if I can. If I don't, forgive me. But he did commented on that video, which is kind of cool. He basically he did an amazing job. I don't know how he did this, but I think he takes old manuals and just puts them all together and makes these customized Switch size manuals that you can have. It's really cool. They are a little bit pricey. Some of them could be anywhere between like $12 to $15 to $17, maybe even $20. It depends on the ones you buy. I think this one was only like about 12 to 15 bucks, but it is well worth it. That was all of the N64 game right there. Then it skips to Mario Sunshine here. It's such a love letter to the games, especially for games that didn't even come with a manual. He did a bunch of them for different games that I eventually want to buy over time. That back then I didn't have the money for, but now with this new job, I may eventually start buying them again. It's great to support him. Definitely show your support to the guy. It's just him. Like, I don't think he has any help doing this, so you can even check off the different stars you freaking get. This is really cool. Definitely show him your support. But with that being said, like I said, I grew up with Mario 64. I used to play Mario Sunshine all the time when I first got the GameCube back when I was a teenager, when I first turned 13 years old. Mario Galaxy, I played that as soon as that came out too, and Mario Galaxy 2. Also Nintendo, why no Mario Galaxy 2? Come on now, like, Anyway, other than that, I purchased this day one for about $59.99. Yeah, it's a bit pricey when it first came out, but if you're able to find this in the wild, get it while you still can. I've seen people selling this in the aftermarket for basically the same price, 50 to 56 bucks, maybe even 60. Some people even are selling it for $45 brand new sealed. Get it while you can before it becomes hard to find, before it goes up in price. Let me tell you, this is gonna go up in price. Okay, so we're getting to the last handful of games here. It's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games left. Pretty long video. If you made it this far in the video, you're awesome. Wow, like, I can't believe you actually made it this far. I'm gonna give you a little quick break here. Take the time to drink some water. Take the time to use the bathroom. Pause it, come back. I'll still be here. Sorry. I don't know if I'm actually gonna leave that in the editing. Please don't sue me. Anyway, if you made it this far in the video, I'm gonna leave 2 secret codes for this video. I usually leave a secret code at the end of every video, but for making it this far in the video, I'm gonna give you the first secret code. The second and final secret code, I'm going to leave at the very, very end, so stay tuned to that. These will count as 2 secret codes. And the reason why I give secret codes, again, you can skip ahead if you don't care about this part, but secret codes I give off because it lets me know that you watched to the very end. I will heart your comment. If you leave 3 or more secret codes on my videos, including the newest video, it has to be minimum 3 or more, plus the newest video. and you tell me on the newest video what video that you commented on, I'll heart all the comments, and I will send you a link invite to the Discord. First secret code here is Mario Smash Odyssey. Type in Mario Smash Odyssey, put those 3 words down in the comments in quotations, all caps or parentheses, and I will heart your comment. That is a secret code. Mario Smash Odyssey. With that being said, Super Mario Odyssey. I actually got this game at a GameStop. Boo, I know. I got it for about $54.99. And I actually got this game because Kyle really wanted me to experience this game. He actually bought me the game, and then I sent him the money for it. I still kept the receipt, even though he's the one who bought it, and then I gave him the money for it later. I gotta say it was worth every penny, because this game is so much fun. It pretty much takes the love I have for Mario Sunshine and kind of puts it very close to that. This game is so much fun. Like, if you love, like, semi-open world sandbox type games, this game is for you. I feel like the way this game plays is how a proper ground-up Mario 64 game should be like. Those of you who work for Nintendo, please take those notes. If you're gonna make a Mario 64 remake, just remake it from the ground up. Similar graphics to this game, and make it pretty much exactly like this, just perfect. Okay, it is definitely a beautiful game. I can't recommend it enough. It's one of those games I am definitely going to play on the channel someday. As of right now, I got a backlog of so many games I want to play on the channel. Don't worry, eventually I will get to this game on the channel. It may not be anytime soon, but it will be someday. Here's the inside, which I actually kind of like. There is Daisy. I think these are the lyrics to the song that she sings, and that's The City, which is pretty much my favorite freaking level. Here's the cartridge itself, which looks kind of nice. And I gotta say, this game is just gorgeous. I love it. Fun fact, my earliest memory of any type of Mario game that I've ever played was Super Mario Bros. 3. Super Mario Bros. 3 is my earliest memory of playing any type of Mario games. My dad actually played the game to completion and beat it back then when I was a kid. I always struggled back then, of course, when playing the game. I have a long history with Mario games. I pretty much love a good majority of them. This is definitely in my top tier list of Mario games that I will always keep. Next up here is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I ended up getting this game a lot later than I like to admit. I actually got this game from a guy locally on one of those online marketplaces, met him locally somewhere. This was godsend, let me just tell you right now, because I originally owned Super Mario 3D World on the Switch. I didn't enjoy it that much. I mean, I know those of you are gonna be like, oh my god, how could you not enjoy that game? I'm sorry, I didn't enjoy it. I got rid of the game. I thought to myself, I want to get rid of this game, but I want to trade it for Super Smash Brothers, you know, for Smash Brothers Ultimate. There's so many characters. This was way before Sora was announced. This was probably a bit after Sephiroth was announced, and I'm like, man, I gotta get this game. I can't believe I don't own it. And lo and behold, I saw a listing online, and listing said that the guy was trading his copy of Smash Brothers Ultimate, and he was looking for Mario 3D World, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta message this guy. And then I messaged him, and he's like, bet, let's meet up. We met up somewhere. It was legit a freaking drug deal. Please, FBI, don't at me. And it was a video game deal. And it was raining that day, but I didn't care. I just went up to his car. He gave me the game. I gave him the other game, opened it up, gave each other a thumbs up, and that was it. Pretty much got all the DLC for this game the same day, and I've been pouring many, many hours into this game. It is worth getting, in my opinion. I never purchased this. I did get some rain damage on the inside art a little bit, but not too bad. Eventually I replaced the outer case that was kind of damaged looking for a better looking clear case here. Here's the inside with all the characters. Cartridge itself looks pretty nice. I highly recommend this if you love Smash Brothers and if you love fighting games. There are so many characters. Oh my gosh. Like, a lot. I've been playing Smash Brothers since the very first Smash Brothers on the N64. Back then when I was a kid with my cousins. And then when the GameCube version Melee came out, it was over. I freaking played the crap out of that game with my friends and even Dan back then when I freaking met him in middle school. So yeah, I have a long history with Smash Brothers since the very beginning when I saw that weird-ass commercial where there were a bunch of people dressed up as Yoshi, Mario, Pikachu, and Donkey Kong and beating the crap out of each other out in an open field. It was great. Anyway, highly recommend getting Smash Brothers if you haven't already. It's just so much fun. I will probably never get rid of this unless they release an all-in-one cartridge later on, or potentially a newer Smash Brothers game down the road that has all the DLC characters for free. So we'll see. Next up, Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. I actually never played the original Xenoblade Chronicles on the Nintendo Wii when that first came out. First time I ever played Xenoblade Chronicles was when the game was re-released on the new 3DS. Nintendo, get better with your titles. I poured in many hours into the 3DS version of the game, and I had to get this game. I've been thinking about it for a long time and eventually got this game about a month or so ago. Got it for about $44.85 at my local gaming shop, and after applying store credits, I only paid about $26.59, which was a really good deal. I haven't put it down since I've gotten it, let me tell you. I'm pretty close to beating the game. I'm pretty late game now, and I'm having so much fun with this game. And it also has an additional DLC that is basically a second game. It's kind of like the sequel to the game within the same menu, all in one on the cartridge, no download needed. And here's the game. This is just some customer service information, but yeah, look at that art. It's just so beautiful. This game is just beautiful. If you played the older Xenoblade Chronicles on the 3DS and on the Wii like I have, this game is beautiful and gorgeous in comparison. There are some minor feature changes that I'm like, I really wish I had the music feature like the 3DS had. You know, some things, but some things I can kind of live without. There's the cartridge itself, looks kind of nice, but the characters just look amazing. I love this game. It is beautiful. Like, I could play this game for hours, and I see myself playing it again and again in the future. Alright, we've got about 4 games left here. Once I pretty much finish going over these 4 games, I will give that extra secret code at the end of the video. Definitely stay tuned for that. I have here Zelda Breath of the Wild. I don't know what edition of Breath of the Wild this is. I think this is the one that came with a console or, like, I don't know, a box set. Please tell me in the comments. I don't know what edition this is, but either way, I got this with the Nintendo Switch that I got from Kyle. He kind of just threw it in as a package deal with pretty much a stack of amiibo cards. And here's the inside. Pretty self-explanatory. There's a cartridge. I love this game. I poured in countless hours into the game, probably 100 plus hours. I don't remember, but eventually I stopped playing. I never got the DLC because of the fact that the sequel's coming out soon, so I really can't see myself getting the DLC. I don't know, I may get it someday, but bare bones game with or without the DLC, this game is so much fun. I have poured in many hours into this game. I do plan on playing it again in the future, and again from many times to come. Like, this game is just so much fun. I get lost in this game. It's just beautiful. I recommend it. If you have not played this game, you have to play this game, especially if you love adventure games like Skyrim, especially Zelda meets Skyrim, basically. It's just, it's awesome. I love this game. Next up, Zelda Link's Awakening Remake. I gotta say, this game is actually really fun. I actually got this game from my friend Dan for $25. I bought it off of him. He was planning on getting rid of it, so I said, hey, I'll buy it off of you for 25 bucks. He sold it to me with like several other games back then. Let me tell you, I'm never getting rid of the game. It's so much fun. My only issue with it is that the overworld does lag, which kind of is annoying. I kind of wish they would release a patch that kind of fixes that, but when it comes to in-game gameplay, when you're inside of the dungeons, which is majority of the time that you're going to be playing this game, it doesn't lag at all. It's so much fun. I love the art style of it. I never actually gave this game a chance back then on the Game Boy, as I thought it was a really weird game back then. So, believe it or not, I actually played and beat this game to completion on the Nintendo Switch for the very first time ever. I grew up with older Zelda games. I played the older Zelda games, including Minish Cap, which was probably the first like Zelda portable game that I played over and over and over again like crazy, and I'll still play to this day. Link's Awakening is just one of those I never actually played before until I got on the Switch. I love this game. I want to play it someday on the channel. It's definitely worth getting if you can find it. Here's the inside, very cute. It's got a pretty sad, tragic story, but I'm not going to spoil it for you if you don't know anything about it. I highly recommend this game. I really hope they remake Zelda Oracle of Seasons and Ages for the Nintendo Switch in the same way they made this game. I love this game so much. It's a timeless classic. Next up, I got Zelda Skyward Sword. Not going to really say too much about it, but let me tell you, this game is so much fun on the Nintendo Switch. And in my honest opinion, the best way to play it is in buttons-only mode. Don't get me wrong, the motion controls are okay. They're not bad. But honestly, buttons-only mode is the best way to play this game, in my honest opinion. It's a little weird. If you ever played like the old school Ape Escape games, like the first Ape Escape game or Ape Escape Pumped and Primed, including Ape Escape 2 and Ape Escape 3 on the PS2, they have these weird controllers where you basically use the right thumbstick as a way to attack. That's how this game works. It's a little strange. It is a learning curve, but once you learn it, it's so much fun. It is way better than the atrocious Nintendo Wii controls that this game originally had. This game was actually playable. I was able to beat this game. And I actually see myself playing this game again and again in the future for many years to come. Especially on the channel someday, because I really love this game. Like, I can't believe I never played this game, and at the same time, I kind of believe it because the Wii version wasn't that great, in my opinion. But if you haven't already, and if you had a bad experience with this game on the Wii like I did before, give it another chance. This is probably the best port you'll ever have of this game. Probably the only port you'll ever have of this game. Get it for the Switch while you still can. This game is 100% worth playing. Play it in button mode. You could even play it docked with your Joy-Cons if you want to, or use your Pro Controller, or play it in portable mode. Just play in button mode. It's the best definitive way to play, in my honest opinion. Highly, highly recommend it. I got the game at Walmart for $49.94. After taxes, about $53.44. Worth every penny. This can't recommend it enough. Last, but certainly not least, I also made a video about this. This is probably currently the very first video you'll see on my channel when you first visit it, is the Zombies Ate My Neighbors and Ghoul Patrol Limited Run Edition physical game. I grew up with this game. This is probably the earliest memory of video game in my entire life that I remember besides Mario games when I was a child. For many years, I didn't know what this game was. All I remembered was the music from the first level, some wacky kid with yellow spiky hair and 3D glasses. That's all I remembered. That, and that he was going up and down the elevators and that there was a giant baby. That's all I remembered. This game is very freaking hard, let me tell you, but this edition of the game gives you kind of like a save state type of save feature, so it's actually doable. It is extremely hard. It doesn't take away how hard the game is, but yeah, this game is worth it in my honest opinion. Definitely check out that unboxing video I did. I'm not going to really pull all this out 100% and show it all to you, as I do have that unboxing video on the channel, but this is a huge love letter to the original game. There's a 3D art gallery, comes with 3D glasses, which in my opinion, it kind of fell short on the 3D glasses. These are flimsy, I could buy better ones. And there's the physical cartridge itself. I'm not going to take the stuff out and show off the inside. It's literally all the purple goop, and then a reversible cover that shows that spine, which I really wish that spine was here instead. But that's just me. Other than that, was it worth it in my opinion? Yes. I only paid $30 for this game. And as of right now, people are selling it for $60+ in the aftermarket. So I feel like because of the fact that this didn't sell well, according to a person who works for Limited Run Games that kind of told me in the comments, I feel like this game is going to go way up in price. I own it both digitally and physically because I became impatient waiting for it. Again, you can check out that unboxing video on my channel or in that playlist that I'll leave in the description below. I go in great detail and I time-stamped it and everything. That's basically halfway through the video, I think 6 minutes in or so, where I basically go on and on about my rant about Limited Run Games and how long I waited for this game. But I am still very happy to own this. I am going to keep this for a very, very long time, even though I own it both physically and digitally. I freaking love this game. Like, I grew up with this game. It's very retro for me. Buttons are not the greatest, but I kind of go over that in that unboxing video. Definitely check it out. But with that being said, let's go ahead and just do a quick dive into my wife's games, and then we'll finish up the video. So she has here Animal Crossing. I used to own Animal Crossing, but I kind of got rid of it. Kind of stopped playing it. I don't know, I got bored of it, but Animal Crossing is a very fun game. Poured many hours into it. A lot of fun. Clubhouse Games, of course. She owns the game just like I do. Don't really have much else to say about that. Family Feud. This is actually a pretty fun game to pick up if you want to play some fun multiplayer games, up to 10 players apparently. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. I recommend it if you like playing multiplayer games with your friends or family members. I don't remember how much we picked that up for, but either way, like I said, all these are Camy's games. We also picked up Switch Sports. I did a 2-in-1 unboxing video with this and Chrono Cross. You can check that out in that playlist, like I said. This is the edition from Walmart that currently they're selling everywhere right now with the strap. I think it's the only way you can get this game right now with that box, which is kind of cool. Pokemon Snap, which I'm hoping eventually my wife, Camy, will play this on the channel. This is a very fun game. I know I'm not opening up the boxes to show the insides, but I just want to do a quick speed run. Pokemon Snap is definitely a lot of fun, especially if you grew up with playing the older games. I never actually played the original Pokemon Snap by myself, like 100% of the time. I played it like for a while back then when I used to have it in 64, but I never actually completed it. Pikmin 3 Deluxe. Camy plans to eventually play this game on the channel as a Camy Blaze. Please comment below and let her know that you want to see her play this game on the channel. Because I really want her to play this game on the channel. It's a lot of fun. I played it a little bit off the side with her on her Switch. She enjoys it. I feel like she'll play the game to completion if she actually does the Camy Plays on the channel, so that'll be fun. Snipper Clips. I got her this physical edition because originally I got the digital version on my Switch. When I eventually got her a Switch, she's like, oh, but I want my own copy, so I figured I own the digital copy, so I got her a physical edition. Yeah, Snipper Clips is just another one of those fun multiplayer games. Next we have Super Monkey Ball Mania, Banana Mania. I also did an unboxing video of this, definitely check that out. Not really going to pull stuff out, but it comes with a little book here and the game itself. A little lopsided with the box here, but still really fun multiplayer game. Another game I got Camy is Tales of Vesperia, Definitive Edition. This is a fun RPG game that's up to 4 players, believe it or not. You can actually jump in at any time and pick any of the party members to join and play with your friends. If Camy's in the middle of fighting a boss battle and she needs some help, I just jump in and I basically pick one of the characters. I take over that character and I'm basically able to help her in general. It's a lot of fun. I recommend this game for people who aren't really into RPGs but love anime. This is a great way to introduce them to RPGs. Highly recommend it. Last up for Camy's games is Untitled Goose Game by House. Not much to look at, but yeah, it is the Untitled Goose Game. I will show off the inside. There's the booklet and there's the game. It's a great game. I fucking love this game. We actually live streamed ourselves playing this game together multiplayer. I will leave that link in the description. It is a very fun live stream. You should check it out. Last but not least, this is not my game. What is this game doing here? Super Mario Superstars. This belongs to Kyle, but he lent it to me. It's fun. I don't own the game, but eventually, hopefully, I will own the game. I don't know yet. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm just going to show you Scott Pilgrim here as I do my outro. If you made it this far in the video, here is the second secret code of the video. If you made it this far, you are super awesome. You are amazing. The secret code is I am a champion. Type in the comments below in quotations or parentheses and put I am a champion. You can put that above or below the first secret code. It doesn't matter as long as you have both secret codes in the comments. Do not tell anybody what those codes mean, and I'll heart your comments. If there's any of these games that you own or you plan on picking up, or if I helped you at all, please let me know in the comments below. Like the video, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and hit all. Again, I'm going for quality versus quantity. I may only have 30-something games, but these are games that I hold dear to me. Games, more than likely, most of these I do not plan on getting rid of for a very long time. I'm narrowing it down to games that I truly enjoy. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. You're awesome. Be safe. And you know what? Just for you, if you made it right here, right now, to this very moment in the video, there's a third secret code. The third secret code is I love you, Sojin. Yeah, type in I love you, Sojin down below, and I will automatically send you an invite to the Discord. I'm being real right now with you. If you leave me all 3 of these secret codes in the comment below, I will automatically send you a link invite to the Discord. Love you guys. You're awesome. Be safe. And bye-bye.